Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, my friends, we are diving back into Call of Duty Warzone, and we're changing things up a bit. A couple days back, I asked over on the community tab where I do all the polls and whatnot, what kind of content you guys would want to see on like some off days, you know, when there's not a lot going on in terms of news or the meta really hasn't changed up in a bit. And what predominantly won was spectating videos. Of course, this is a huge thing on YouTube right now. JGod obviously has done this for quite some time. I know Jev's gotten into it lately. They're pretty fun to watch in my opinion. You know, I've watched a good share of spectating videos in my time because you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get some really sweaty lobbies. Occasionally you get a hacker. Sometimes you get some absolute Timmy quickscopes who don't know what they're doing. So it's sort of a gamble as to what you're gonna see in game. And today, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try it out for ourselves. We're gonna be spectating some solo gameplay here in Warzone, and you know, we're gonna see what we get. I'm gonna try my best to sort of, you know, coach you guys through what I'm watching in game, sort of talk about what I would do in the situation, what I think the player should do in that situation, and hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two from this video. Of course, if you enjoy it, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's go for 4,000 likes on this one, new series. If you guys wanna see more videos like this, you know, drop me a comment down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, we are on the road to 750,000 subscribers. 750K is on the horizon. So if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, this is the place to be. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Also, you might have already noticed it, but the hey, hi, how you doing merch, you guys have been asking for this for a long time, all right? We got the t-shirts in the black and white. We've got the dad hats, the white with the black text that says Immortal. We got the black one, I'm wearing it right now. We've also got some hoodies. It's only going to be available from the 23rd to the 25th. It's a limited drop. In the future, we'll probably do different colorways and whatnot like that if you guys like the merch. But if you want to pick up the base set, like I said, it's only available for a limited time. Mark your calendars, April 23rd to the 25th. Seriously, can't wait to see you guys rocking the hey, hi, how you doing apparel. But for now, let's jump into some spectating gameplay. Let's see what we can get in some Warzone solos. All right, first things first. I need to go to the gulag and then give somebody their first free win of the day. All right, I know for a fact, I'm the first one in the gulag. Who else is here so quickly? Imagine it's like it's JGod or it's Jev also trying to do the same thing. Lava Creeper 122. What's up, dude? What's up? If this is the kind of lobby that... No, you're not gonna do it! What was that? I'm so confused at what just happened. Lava Creeper, what happened, bro? What are we doing? I don't know what that was, man. We got this guy. He's in hospital now. He's already got one kill off the rip. Somebody's already dropping clusters over on the main building. So there's definitely probably at least two other people here. If someone's clustering over there, they probably think somebody's, or they probably know somebody's in that building. And then obviously you have whoever's clustering there. So you got this guy, probably two others just scouting out for people, it seems like. He's got the FFAR. He's got the... M16, I think it was. He's only got the gray FFAR though, which I don't think has any attachments on it. Typically, if you want to ground load FFAR, especially now after the ADS reduction, you want to go for that green one. It's got, I think, a compensator or some like SOCOM eliminator on it, something like that, so the recoil's not as bad. But this guy's almost halfway to a loadie here. I mean, he's getting some cash. But if there's also other people up in here, if they're already down in the main building, there's probably not going to be much to loot in there unless they've gotten like a legendary chest and they got some good cash on them. Somebody did land here, though, and grab the chopper, so he doesn't have that escape route. This zone isn't looking super ideal. I mean, there's worse zones, personally. I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand the top quarry finishes up in, like, the mountains up here in no man's land. That's super annoying. Obviously, top dam is always pretty rough because you got to play that really early and go, like, sit up on these mountains in case it finishes up there. But this one, honestly, could go anywhere on this right side of the map. Mr. Buble is getting toasted right now from top. I don't know if he managed to hit something there and he didn't die to fall damage or what, because it looked like a decent drop, but of course I was in the map there. He hears the glass, so he's just playing defense now. He does have a self, but obviously we're in solo, so it's very obvious if you don't get the immediate kill, you got to push for the finish. Or if you got him in your sights, you just wait for him to get up and then you kill him. This guy has all the angles. I think he's probably just trying to listen for things, right? Hoping that this guy's going to jump down and run up on him, but I don't hear any footsteps. I doubt this guy does either. Oh, I hear some out here. Sounded like he just busted a door on the other side, so on that little main building across the street there. So he might have thought that this guy just booked it and ran. Now, honestly, if I'm this guy, you're early game, there's no point in grabbing that supply run that's there. He's got the bounty on the main floor, but he's also got one up top there. I would grab a bounty here You never know if it's going to land on somebody who's right next to you, and it's just free information at that point. So if I was him, I'd be grabbing a bounty right now. Also, if it is somebody close to you, you get the kill, and it's easy cash. You could probably get a loadie out of it. Yeah, I picked up the Tundra, though, in the time when we were watching the mini-map there. So he's got the FFAR snipe. Honestly, not bad ground loot to have. You got a lot of diversity in what you can actually engage here. But he doesn't see him. He definitely went in into this main building here, though. The door busted, so he knows that he's somewhere around there, somewhere in there. But the longer he waits, of course, the more opportunity for this other guy to get geared. There could be some chests in there still, so this other guy could have the cash for a loadie, but there's only that one buy. If that other guy tries to push for that, that's probably not going to be too good for him because this guy's got all the advantage. Spots one guy on the ATV. He's going to grab the Rover. Naturally, it is the faster vehicle. Did he get out over there, actually? I think that guy just got out of that ATV in the middle of the street. I'm not sure why you ditch it there. Okay, there we go. Now he's grabbing the bounty. Unfortunately, it's a guy all the way over in downtown on double white up there, it looks like. And chances are that guy's not going to move. If you're on a building early game in downtown, you're probably there for the long haul. You're sitting there waiting for the zones to move. Like I was saying earlier, this zone probably going to finish somewhere around downtown, maybe farmland. It could pull further right or even further left more harshly. Maybe some promenade finishes, a prison finish maybe, but not the worst zone in the world, like I said. There are definitely worse endings. Downtown endings, though, are awkward if it does come around that area just because there's so much verticality involved. You could be up top, and you got a player down low, and you're right on top of each other in the very last circle, and you'll never even see each other. Just sort of a waiting game at that point. He sees the red dot down and in, though. He knows it's underneath him. There was the down arrow on that player. He doesn't seem to want to focus that, though. He's pinging, probably going for a hard ping. He sees this guy standing still. If he would have aimed a little bit higher, that's probably a headshot. It's a one-shot with the Tundra. But now that guy knows he's here, and this is unsilenced, so whoever is underneath him now also knows he's here. Missed the shot on him. This guy doesn't really have a need to peek up there, and of course, if that other guy has self-revive, he's going to get the res off no matter what. This guy has a Type 63 or a DMR or something on that downtown building. This is probably the bounty he's hunting. Somebody called in a loadie. This is probably his bounty, right? It's in the same general location. He's got some sort of semi-auto, or he's just like single-shot firing weapon. And the guy behind him toasts him. Absolutely destroys him. He's got the self, but it doesn't matter. That's what I was saying earlier, is this guy shot an unsilenced weapon when that red dot was underneath him. So that red dot, who I assume is that guy who we're going to watch now, knew right where he was, and then he was just way too tunnel visioned on that bounty, so it doesn't even matter. That said, the bounty guy, I think, actually just jumped. This guy's only got one kill, too. He's got 10 grand, though, so he can get a loadie. See what this guy can do. He's got the green FFAR, as I was saying earlier, the better alternative there. I'm not sure what secondary he has, though. But yeah, that last guy just tunnel visioned way too hard on bounty. He knew the guy was closer. Obviously, you want to play the guy who's closer in vicinity to you. Not sure why he was so focused on that bounty. Maybe he just wanted the money. I mean, it's not the worst play, but I think there were better options. There was just there was a Bertha over here just now. This guy grabbed the loadie. He's probably going to go up top and throw it, right? He's playing it stealthy. Yeah, he's gonna, okay, so he's going to throw it in and then just zip line up top. It'll be there when he gets there. Not a bad play. There is that Bertha running across the side. No idea who that is. 55 left in zone 1. Now, I play a lot of quads and trios. Obviously, you guys don't see much solo gameplay on the channel. Personally, I'm not a big fan of solos because it plays like this. We had 150 players to start the game, I think, and we're down 100 players in the first zone, so it's a lot slower pace compared to quads where you got more buybacks, you got more respawns, and the lobbies just don't die off. Like, if I saw 50 people up in zone 1 when it's not even fully closed in, I'm going, there's 100% a cheater in this game. No way the lobby's dying off that fast. So this guy's got an SPR. I didn't see his other gun. He's got the Obsidian SPR. This guy plays. Okay, interesting loadout here. Sort of off meta. I mean, it's two top-tier viable weapons. Both these definitely work. Modern Warfare MP5 and the SPR. I prefer the car. The SPR is not bad whatsoever. The MP5 is an interesting choice. You can definitely win some gunfights with it, but I believe the Bullfrog and the MAC-10 up close are going to have a better TTK, even the Cold War MP5 as well. He sees the car on that loadie, right where his is, so I'm assuming he's going to push that now. He's got the slide canceling down a little bit. Not the fastest with it, but he's definitely doing it, so he's good enough to know how to perform it. This guy got out of his SUV again. Oh, he flipped it. That's an easy kill. Oh, no, he's missing the shots. That was his shot. He breaks the armor. That was a good shot. Sort of when you spectate, you get the latency delay there, so it didn't look like he was right on him, but obviously he was. He got the armor break. He missed that first shot. He whiffed it. Here's him bust the door. He's got the heartbeat, double Semtex on there, so he knows he's right underneath. This guy's got to be full health now, though. It's got the, what is that, the 1 milliwatt laser sight? So this guy can't see it if he pre-aims. Interesting choice because you're not going to get much of a mobility boost from that. He's playing this too patient. Like, if I'm this guy and I break that guy's armor, I'm going full send to him before he can heal up, before he can, you know, collect himself and get his thoughts together. He can't be on the roof. It's impossible for him to be on the roof. The ladder's on this guy's side where he came in. So this guy has to be underneath them. He's just sitting behind, like, one of the desks down there, I think. This guy's playing it way too slow. Now he knows that you're running because he hears the glass break. Oh, we got a jailbreak. I wonder how many people are going to come back. It's solos. You're not going to have many spectators. Wait, I'm going to come back. This messes everything up. No. What are the odds of this? I'm going to have to die right away. We might actually end up getting a different spectator. I don't want to feed this guy a kill, but I want to stay on board with him because he's sort of the focus of the video at this point. See, he still thinks he's on the roof, but it's impossible for that guy to have made it onto the roof. He's on the ground floor, and he's got his bounty rolling in now too. I don't think, maybe I wasn't paying attention to the threat level there, but this guy he's looking at in that building is not his bounty. It spawns me over here. No, I kind of want to float over to hospital, let this guy kill me so we can stay on board with him. I guess that's what I'm going to do. I hate feeding a player a free kill because it doesn't really reflect anything on them as far as, you know, skill goes. But hey, we'll give it to him. Like I said, I'm not really totally sure what this guy's doing anyways. I might distract him though some. Oh, he's getting shot at. Who killed you? Hey, buddy. What's going on, man? Hello? We're just... I don't want to touch that cash. I want to leave it for him. It's your loot, sir. Hey, dude. What are these players? Stop running from me. Hey. Thank you, simp. Simp.exe. He stopped working there for a bit, but now we got this guy who obviously killed our previous player that we were looking at. So let's jump on board with this guy, see what we got going on with him. Oh, he's got the Bertha on him. He's almost got punched there by LeBron himself, King James. That's what's so dangerous. I mentioned this in the other video the other day. We were talking about the changes that I want to see in Warzone. The punch there just almost roasted Mr. Simp. Like, he broke his armor, I'm pretty sure. It's wild that 2 punches can break armor, 3 can down, or sometimes 2 can down. It's such a wild mechanic. This guy's got ATS on. He's got auto attack sprint. This is definitely a good player. He's got 8 kills, too, so this guy's frying. Very weird loadout here, though. He's got the hollow sight on it, but no blue dot, which I would never use the hollow sight if I didn't have the blue dot unlocked. I hate the default reticle. It's just not good looking. This guy knows the movement, though. Oh, he hears the guy above him. He dropped down. He's got the tack laser, though, so if he pre-aims, his enemy here is going to know. He's got the stuns, the throwing knife, so he's going... I'm not sure why you'd run throwing knives in solos. Usually you run them for quick finishes in duos or trios or quads. I'm not sure why you use those in solos. Just hunting this guy. This guy's got the movement on lock, though. He's slide canceling. He tried to slide cancel there. He's got auto attack sprint. He still got roasted, though, by BLO. I'm pretty surprised that he ego chowed that. He was pretty confident with his pre-aims and everything there, and this guy just absolutely ripped through him. He's got the FFAR. Is it the ground loot one? No, it is a custom one. Looks like he's got... This is a weird FFAR setup. So he's got agency. He's got, I think, Ranger barrel because it looks like it's really long. Probably field agent. Obviously, the 50-round mag, and then something else on there. And he's going to get ripped. So all the action in this game is in the hospital. And this is the guy we had before. No shot. We just came full circle. Hey, it all works out, right? This is what I'm talking about with spectating videos. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, this is the same guy from before with the SPR. He came back, he won his ghoulie, and now he's right back in it. Wow, what a series of events. He's got the AMAX now. AMAX and snipe, I don't like, that's such a weird loadout. You're going to be very, very slow. And you don't have much close range. The AMAX is a pretty slow ADS compared to like the MP5, which he had before, but he's going to keep it, it looks like. But man, what a series of events. We get the jailbreak, we lose this guy, he dies while we're coming back in, the other guy kills us, that guy dies, and this guy swoops in and kills the guy that we were gonna watch. Spectating videos, man, this is why I like this. It's so random, it's so spontaneous almost. You never know. So he's got the UAV up, so this is actually pulling the stadium. This is probably gonna be a finish around there, maybe further up, which is wide open area, not really a great finish for most players, but this guy's got the snipe and he's got the long range AMAX. Not a bad loadout to have if that's the end zone, but if it ends near stadium, that's not going to be ideal at all. He's taking the shots. I like it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Scott once said. Looks like it's a whole convoy over here. You got SUVs on SUVs. As far as the other red dots go, there's a guy here. He's going to have to rotate in, so if this guy's paying attention to him, that's an easy gatekeep. He can certainly hold that. This guy's lagging. And then obviously you got the two guys that were over here in downtown. One SUV might have actually driven all the way past, but one guy got out, so he's close downtown in zone. This guy has to move here. I definitely want to say he's taking the Bertha. Certainly the smarter play. This is probably the red dot that we saw earlier that's on that ATV, so he's going to hold with him. He's actually going to get out and try and challenge. He did pick up the MP5. I like that. I like the, you got more diversity. Can he hit the moving shot, though? That one was close, at least from our point of view. It probably wasn't on his screen, though, because of the latency. Again, though, I like the shots. You have no reason not to take him. You got the suppressor. If he's got the ammo, why not? It's a potential kill. He's only got 3 right now, so we could pick things up. Granted, he might just be trying to play for the win, but this is a way smarter rotation here. He's got the Bertha. You never want to cross, especially that ravine into downtown where so many people can sit on rooftops or sit on certain angles and watch that. You never want to cross that on foot if you don't have to. So it's a smart play taking the Bertha, and especially in solos here, the Bertha is probably the most powerful strat you can use because it's got so much health, it's so hard to hit players in it. So if you can find one and use that to maneuver around the map and play your rotations through that, that's a huge bonus. This guy's closing all the doors, so to me, that's saying this guy's ready to post up. He's going to chill in here for a while, probably wait for this next zone and see if he can catch anybody moving across. He's closing all those because he wants to be able to know if someone busts through it and runs through it and it makes a loud audible noise. He's got the easy shot, but Lil Wump has self, obviously, so that's unfortunate. He loses the kill there. Okay, I thought for a second that was his Bertha, that he got yoinked, but it is not. It's a different Bertha, same skin. There's a good shot on the guy who was standing over there on the apartment building, though. Obviously, though, that guy that he just downed knows that this guy's now over here, and I would assume that this zone's probably going to pull this way more. It doesn't really ever pull to the hard edges like this. So this guy's probably going to have to move over to him, but he's got an ATV down there. He's got the Rover over here, so that's a pretty easy rotation if he plays it right. If he doesn't, though, this guy could toast him with the sniper. Also, there's a guy landing back there. So I wonder if that guy did die, and he just happened to win his ghoulie because we're still only in zone 3, and he just came right back. I don't think that's the same skin as before, though. This guy can line up a shot. He whiffs it again. I think this guy's a little bit too anxious with his sniper shots. That was a good one. It looked like it was good. A little bit too much bullet drop there to be the headshot. He needed to lead it a little bit further up. But he keeps missing these shots on guys who are standing still. The Rover before when that guy crashed should have been an easy headshot if he would have waited like a second more. Then there too, that guy with that rose skin was standing still. So that was a good shot though. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even see that guy. He certainly did though. That was a great shot. Again though, everybody has self in this game now. We got the jailbreak. Everybody came back and just got their self revives again. That's 2 good snipes he's hit. Where unfortunately he doesn't even get the kill. I don't know, self seems super common right now. I'm not sure how I feel about them being ground loot. Like, it's nice. Obviously you want to have it, right? I want to have it, but it's also just so common. Like that and Deady and stopping power are so easy to find now because they're all chest loot and like ground spawns. He's really hunting these guys on these rooftops. I mean, though, he's got the confident shot, so I'm here for it. He knows this guy's over here. Is he safe over there? He's not. He's on this red one, actually, so he's not safe, but he has a really easy rotation into a lot of cover areas. Like I said, though, this guy's going to stay posted in here. This guy's not moving. Also, we got another spectator. I wonder who else is watching this guy. I'm not going to lie. I thought that bird was a player. I know I'm not the only one that does that. I constantly am looking up in the sky for free kills on floaters. And I always see birds. I'm like, oh, easy guy. Nope, psych. That's the wrong number. He's probably not going to move out of this building, though, until he has to. He's got this self, so if he gets knocked, it's a free res. There's no chow there unless the enemies have like a rocket launcher or double thermites or something. But with how he approached going into this building, obviously he's got the Bertha outside. He closed all the doors to make sure nobody can get in without making some noise. He's here for the long haul. He's at this point renting this top room, you know. Sounds like shots further over this way somewhere. He hears him. Oh, if he's hitting this shot. Again, the guy was standing still. He should have leaned up a little bit more or aimed up a little bit more. That guy actually just died, though. Somebody else killed him. It was an interesting ragdoll effect there. Oh, he sees the rose skin again for a second time. The lining up of the shots, man. He has so many good shots on guys that if he takes a second more, he's probably going to hit that. He is getting sniped in the back now, so he's got to be cautious. You don't want to get pinched between 2 competent players. Obviously, he's got the self, like I said earlier, so if he goes down once, it's sort of a red flag. Hey, you got to sort of reality check, you know, ego check here. You can't be peeking everything, but it's interesting that this guy behind him who just shot him probably again there isn't continuously firing. He got the one hit off on him. That's all the pressure he tried to lay down. He's probably just waiting out this zone, right? This guy's still safe in here, though, for at least another 30 seconds. So this guy has no reason to peek. I think it's probably here who's shooting at him, somewhere in this little neighborhood area. Or it's like back behind stadium, maybe a really long-range sniper shot that hit him. I don't think so, though. It sounded like it was some sort of fully auto weapon. I'm surprised that he's so openly peeking this area, though, when somebody did shoot him behind. He's really, again, though, tunnel visioning hard. That seems to be a pretty common theme with a lot of solo players. Obviously, like I said, I don't play much solos, but from what I have seen, and even gameplay that I've watched of other people spectating other players and whatnot, a lot of solo players get really focused on one kill, and man, do they want that one kill. Like, for instance, this guy with this guy on top of the apartments over here. A lot of loadouts coming in. Ooh, that's a really good angle, but that guy also can see him. That actually is a really clean peek because it's such a skinny little line of sight. I'm surprised that other player can see him so well, but maybe he's got an easier angle, depending on what he has. Honestly, the hits off that guy got on our friend here might have given him the breathing room he needed to rotate. Did he? Were those shots sounded like they were from him again? See, so this other guy, he's not in zone. He's on these rooftops, so he's got to move a little bit, but nonetheless, he has to move. And then this next push is probably going to be even worse unless he grabs the rover. So if I'm the guy on the other apps, I get a couple of hits off on this guy. He backs off the heel. I'm moving then because then he doesn't see where I'm going. He doesn't see how I'm rotating. Everyone in this game is just really sticky, I guess you could say. Everyone wants to stay in their current position. No one wants to move much. I think it's this guy who was over on the apps that shot him, or shot at him just now again. This guy's got to be careful with his peeks. He's only got 2 more armor plates. If he gets sniped, that's probably all of his armor gone. And if he goes down, he doesn't even have enough armor to fill back up. This is an interesting end zone, though. You got a lot of open space here, but you also got a lot of cover as well. We got a Bertha rolling in. This guy doesn't really have a need to try and shoot at that Bertha. It's unlikely he's going to hit that shot anyways, just because of how the Bertha functions. That's a new skin up there. He gets a flesh. He's got to be upset about that one, man. Does this guy have armor? This is that one. This guy's just getting out to rotate away. He's in the zone, though. This guy can hit a nice shot. He gets third-partied from somebody else, and now this guy's getting ripped, and there goes all of his armor. So this guy's really got to be careful with his peeks now, and honestly, looking at this rotation, he has a terrible push. He has to take the Bertha here and get over to one of these houses and play the close range with his MP5, especially with no armor. If he gets hit once, he's immediately at a disadvantage. He's still got the self in play, but if you get knocked in this field area here, yeah, that's a GG. You don't have a chance getting out of that. Looks like he's going to try and play the early rotation. He gets ripped, though. Oh, he got airstrike. That's why he ran out. He got airstriked. He does have an 2 armor plates. Wow. That's lucky. That is very, very fortunate for him. Still not going to get him all the way up, though. And his Bertha's getting yoinked. There's no way. Oh, no. Everything that could have just gone wrong for this guy went wrong. He got airstriked, fleeing away from said airstrike. He gets his armor ripped, and then all of his cover, all of his movement there, taken away. He gets the nice armor break on that guy. He's going to try and hit the shot on this Bertha. I mean, if you can get this Bertha kill and get that for yourself, that's an insane play. But like I said, it's unlikely to snipe a guy to the Bertha unless he's coming head on or you get a good side shot. He gets ripped from a sniper in that house. He's hitting the Bertha, not the player. And no armor now. It's not looking good for this guy. He can hold these hills here. He's definitely got to play the Geo here and play this slow. We've only got 5 other players up, and we know where 2 of them are. In this house, which the zone pulled right to, and this Bertha, who's now rolling in hot. Does he know that this guy is here? Doesn't look like it. 4 other players up right now. One has the luckiest pull I've ever seen. Maybe that guy had like a recon or foresight or something. This Bertha's just full sending it. Berthas and end zones are bad news for everybody else in the lobby who doesn't have one. That's the shot, though. Uh-oh. He's got the mask, and he's going to have to move now, and he probably just made that guy mad. Somebody's clustering this other house, so that's a 3rd player that we now know the location of it, especially because it's coming straight down. And another cluster comes in from the right. That's probably this guy. And this is going to get run over. Oh, he just barely misses it, but he gets third-partied from the other guy. He focuses hard. He's got the self. Is he out of his line of sight? He sees him moving across there. This guy's got to play it slow now. He doesn't have the health. This Bertha could jump out, roast him one, and get right back in. This guy is too set on staying in his Bertha, though. And there he goes. Gets taken out from the guy across the field, I think, actually, where the Bertha's chilling now. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's where we're going to spectate. If it'll load us onto him. This guy's got 6. He's got the MAC-10. I wonder what else he's using. Got to be some kind of long range because he was just beaming that guy that we were just spectating. The M16, okay, so typical loadout here. This is something I'd run. He's still using a grip on the MAC-10. Personally, I don't find a need for it. MAC-10's too easy to control. This Bertha, though, he's so adamant about staying in that car. I personally think it should be like Blackout where the vehicles all get disabled in like the last zone or two when it gets this small. It's so overpowered now because it's so hard to hit players in Berthas. Granted, they have a pretty bad turning radius, but 1v1v1, he hears this guy. He jumped out. He's running across that field right now, or he's running out here somewhere. I think I just heard a door peek open. That would be him. Shots were a little shaky there. 1v1, this guy versus the Bertha. Oh, and it's right into the center. That's not great for this guy. 4 players watching him, though. If there's thermites or anything here, any kind of nades, you got out of the Bertha. That's an interesting move. Is he just going to try and hold them now? Oh, back in the Bertha. I'd try and double C4 this really quick and go back and get those other C4. But he's got a trophy on top. Oof, that's rough. There's a trophy on it. He's so focused on the Bertha, he didn't realize he got out. That's the play, man. That's the play. If you got the Bertha late game, it's so easy to play positions so well like that. Especially if you got the trophy, you can't get naded off the rip. If that guy has restock and stuns or something to get rid of that trophy, he maybe has a chance, but he waited too long to strike there. And then he was too focused on the Bertha and didn't realize the guy got out and got onto the rock. That was an interesting match, man. That was a really, really interesting match. A lot happened there. Kind of a slower game. I mean, it definitely died off very fast. Like what, we saw 100 players drop in the first zone. What an interesting game. All right, so this is a lobby on COD Tracker. We're missing 104 players though, so we only get about 50, just under 50 players that actually have their stats, you know, visible, and we're able to break it down. The average player KD is only a 1.29, which really isn't anything too crazy. This would probably be like somewhere in the gold area, I want to say, most likely for SBMM Warzone if that was still around. But the top player here, the guy who was in the Bertha, he's got a 1.58, so that's definitely above average. I think from like 0.9 to like 1.1 is considered average or above average. So this guy's definitely up there. He's in the top 15% for KD. Definitely a good player in general. So was the guy who placed in second with the 7 kills that we were watching there at the end. He definitely knew what he was doing. Like I said, he just didn't act fast enough in game. We got a 1.33 in there. This guy was actually a 2.14 KD. He had 16 kills this match too. We didn't even get to see this guy. No idea where Mr. Face was, but he was somewhere slaying out. Wish we could have got on board with him, but nonetheless, definitely not the worst lobby in the world as far as the top players go. The player KD distribution, we got a lot around 1.13, so it was a pretty decent lobby in terms of like overall skill level. I think I'm the one outlier here, the 2.87 plus, so I think I was the highest KD in this lobby. Obviously, though, didn't play. And then the next highest was, we had a couple above the 2.12, which is the 2 guys we just looked at there. So overall, wasn't super sweaty, but there were some competent players. But for the most part, 1 to 1.38 we could say here for the majority of the KD, at least that we can see. Of course, though, unfortunately, because SBMM Warzone is out, we don't get to see the majority of the lobby here. All these players without stats next to them, we have no idea what's going on with them, and there's quite a few of them in this lobby. But yeah, that does it for the very first spectating video here on the channel. If this is something you guys want to see more of, like I said before, let me know by dropping a like on this video or dropping me a comment down below. I had a lot of fun. I think these are such a fun style video to make because, like I said, you never know what you're going to get. It can be so wild. It can be so interesting and weird. And I think that's sort of what we got in this gameplay here. But that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, this is the place to be. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. Once again, if you want to pick up the apparel, it is only live from the 23rd to the 25th on 1UP Threads. And once it's all live, I'll have the links down in the descriptions, and I'll also have it all over my Twitter, my Instagram, and all that stuff like that. But if you want to cop that, be sure to mark your calendars. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.